Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. I figure I come out here. The weather's been great lately, very sunny and hot. Reminds me summertime's coming, and that's when we all enjoy going outside, catching some waves, going to the beach, lying in the sun, and enjoying the hot weather. With that comes grilling, barbecuing, and summertime foods. So sometimes we're lazy, we don't want to do the grill. You can go to a couple local places that have the simple hamburger and hot dogs. Although not quite local food, but we all enjoy them and in their simplicity. And sometimes, we have our own mom and pop kind of Hawaii style burgers. So I'm gonna go to two places. One shows burgers, the local style way, and then we'll go to a hot dog stand of a small mom and pop business. So come along with me if you want some summertime food. I'm here at Tasty's place. It used to be called Tasty Freeze for those who are old school, or Faith's place, and it changed names. Supposedly, per a friend from Waianae, it is the same owner, but they just changed names 3 times, I guess. I will say I could not really get the front really good because it is that popular. It is off-peak lunch hour. It is way after lunch, and the line was long. And I felt super bad because there's people that were hanging around the pickup window. It said pickup here, order there. So I thought they were waiting for their food. So I went up to the window because they weren't even close to the window, and they were in line. So I don't know why they weren't close to the window. They were just hanging around, and the lady couldn't even see them. So my bad. I did apologize to the person behind me, but he said he was not decisive yet, but there was people behind him too. So that was kind of crappy, but sorry. But yeah, if you want to order, I guess in the future, my bad, I should have asked them if they were standing in line, but they were really near the pickup window instead of the other side. So anywho, just be careful about that. This is my first time here because the idea I got to go here was a friend who we chat every weekend with a bunch of people, and we smoke cigars and just talk story. And he mentioned this old school place, since we were talking about old school places, and he said he loved their burgers, especially their terry. So we're gonna try 2 burgers. Tasty's is known for their burgers. They also have plate lunches. They have patele stew and other things, but since they're known for their burgers since the beginning of time, I'm going to get their burger. So this is their famous cheeseburger deluxe.
Wait. You want now the hamburger deluxe with cheese on the top, or one cheeseburger deluxe?
A cheeseburger deluxe.
And it smells delicious. It's got onions, lettuce, looks like a fresh romaine piece, ketchup, relish, and I don't know if there's mustard in here, but I got the cheeseburger, so it's got the cheese, with or without the cheese. So here we go. Juicy tomato. I don't see the mustard inside because everything's mixed up together, but you do see it on the bottom, that famous West Side mustard mayo mix that you get from the Manapua Man truck in Nanakuli. The tomato so juicy and fresh, and the onions and everything, all the veggies are fresh, and the meat is good. Tasty, for real. Seasoned well, the patty. The cheese is nice and melted. I will say, to be honest, the patty is very thin, but so far everything's delicious, and I like the crunch of the onion, the juicy tomato. It's juicy, but it still has crunch too, so it's not like, going bad. It's definitely fresh. Crunchy romaine lettuce, so good. And it just has that old school taste to it. You just can tell. Something like from Jane's or Hanada's, that homemade burger feel, but definitely something I still can't replicate at home, I think. And everything melding in there together with the cheese and the meat. The sauce is what makes it. I don't know what it is, just a mixture of the relish and that West Side mustard. I see where it is. It's on the bottom, and the ketchup's on the top. And the burger has a char on it. You can see it. It gives it a nice taste, and everything is delicious. This is a winner's burger. All right, these are the fries. They look kind of soggy, but I don't know if they're homemade. Kind of looks like it. And with the deluxe meal, so I got the meal You get whatever burger of your choice. You can make it a deluxe or not. If you don't like vegetables, don't say deluxe, because then you won't get the lettuce, tomato, and onion. But in the meal, you get your mayo mustard sauce. I will say, most people know I'm not a fan of mustard, but I do like this style of dipping sauce that they use on the west side of Oahu ever since I tried it at the Nanakuli Manapuaman. So let's try this fry. That one's crunchy. This one you can tell is kind of softer. Some of the fries are soggy, but it's still good taste. Very unique, something different that I haven't tasted. I thought they were going to give like crinkle fries or something that everybody always gives you, but these kind I've never seen before, so I don't know if they're homemade. Has a good flavor, like as in seasoning that they put on top. And the mustard mayo sauce is what's making it. It's creamy, not too mustardy. Like, I don't really care for yellow mustard, but I don't know, the mayo makes it creamier and not as harsh, I guess. If you're not a fan of mustard, it has a bright, clean taste to it. And finally, I got another burger. This is their Terry burger. I got it without veggies, so you can see the difference. So as I said, the deluxe is with the tomato, lettuce, and the onions. If you get a regular burger, it's just plain like this. You can get singles, doubles if you ask, and if you want cheese, but I wanted to taste how teriyaki this is. So very plain, but let's take a bite. Usually when you think of Terry burgers, they're kind of sopping with that teriyaki sauce, but this one looks pretty dry besides the that mayo mustard sauce. That is so weird because you don't see that sauce I'm talking about, but it tastes like teriyaki. Interesting. It's got that sweet flavor mixed with the savoriness of the burger. You know, people complain that they're not homemade anymore. They don't think they're pre-processed burgers, but it still has that old school taste. Something that you would buy after school or something as a snack, and you look forward to it. Or your mom and dad or your grandpa and your grandma took you on the weekends to get this kind of food. It's just old school, Americanized local food in Hawaii. And you can't get better than Tasty's Place. I definitely come back here again if I was on this side of the area of the island, especially that cheeseburger deluxe. That one is winners because of all the crisp vegetables and the sauces mixed together. But if you're a plain person that just likes meat, definitely just give the cheeseburger or Terry burger a try. They also have plain hamburger too. It is super tasty food. It's not fancy, but it hits the spot. I also forgot to mention it comes with a small drink if you get the meal with the fries and whatever burger you choose. So not a bad deal. Again, you can customize it. If you just want the burger, you can just get a burger. Remember, they also have plate lunches, and they have slushies and root beer floats and stuff like that. So really nice place. I would definitely order more or stay around and get more film of it, but it is such a small place that there was just so many people around, I couldn't even see the sign. So hopefully I find something on the internet so you can see what it looked like. This is also some shots from the road. So it's near the cross street, right on the corner of Old Government Road. They do have a parking lot that they share with another strip mall, so it can be kind of crowded. Otherwise, there is the Waianae store next door, but you're not supposed to park there. But if you're having a hard time, maybe somebody can drop you off there and you just walk there. It's like connected right there. It's not far of a walk at all. So hopefully that's a great summer food that reminds you of summertime and your family, and we'll head to the next stop. We are here at a hot dog stand right at the gate of HMR, which stands for Hele Mano Military Reservation. You don't need to be a military member to come here because you don't have to go through the gate. There's a parking lot on the side if you want your fix for some awesome hot dogs. Just look for Pa'ala'a Uka Pupukea Road, say that 3 times, and you're there. Just turn over there from Cam Highway and go all the way to the end and you'll see them. They're closed Monday and Tuesdays, but they're there from 11 a.m. till about 3 p.m. every day other than those days. And if you're wondering where that is, it's off Cam Highway going between Whitmore Village and Haleiwa. So that road is between those 2 areas. So this is it. Good old dogs here, right at the gate of HMR. You'll see this stand here, and they sell hot dogs, bus fries, chili cheese fries, lemonade, chips, along with their hot dogs. See, they have 5 different hot dogs, and you can get 2 sizes. And then he's making the hot dogs right here. He's got his stand here. That's pretty cool. How long you been out here?
Today?
No, just like for how many years or months?
No, we started, I've been out here probably like 3 months now.
Oh, right on.
Yep.
And you said on IG you were closed Mondays and Tuesdays though, right?
Yeah, we normally switching up the days. My daughter been sick in the hospital, so
oh, okay.
I'm just trying to keep something going right now.
Yeah. All right, so hopefully you guys come here and visit. If you're on the way to Hawai'i as a tourist, you can come get a hot dog here, and the prices aren't bad at all.
There's hot dogs on
Yeah. The wind kind of blew it down, but when I first came it was hanging up. So you'll see this hot dog sign that's blowing, so you can't miss it. They're right here. That's the end of HMR. Don't worry, if you turn around, there's a turnaround area and a public parking lot where you can make a U-turn legally. There's all this space to pull over as well as on the other side. So don't worry about parking. You can pull over, get yourself a hot dog. Like I said, if you're a tourist as well, especially tourists, this is along the main way to Haleiwa and the North Shore. So if you want something affordable to eat, you just come by from Dole Plantation. It's right after that. And you'll get much cheaper and awesome hot dogs here. So this is the hot dogs from Good Old Dogs. They've been there 3 months at the gate of HMR. This is the Junkyard Dog. And this is chili with coleslaw on top. Looks like a bit of relish. This is the smaller dog. So there is a bigger size, and I bought one that's bigger. That way you can see the difference. So here it goes. That's good. Chili's good. Hot dog has a snap. Tastes like an all beef dog too. And just the crunch of that coleslaw. And it's not the mayonnaise-y kind. It's kind of like a vinegar-based one with relish inside. A little bit of carrot. And I know anybody can get these buns, but they're super soft. They're not stale or anything. It just kind of like goes together and melts in your mouth in a way when you put everything in your mouth. The different textures of the crunchy coleslaw, the delicious chili, and the snap of the dog. It's good. That coleslaw really goes well with it. If you like cabbage and the crunch of slaw, you're gonna love this. This is really good. I could eat this whole thing right now. We're off to a wonderful start. I forgot to get his name. Friendly guy. But mister, this is great food. If you're a hot dog fan, this is the perfect way to start off your summer. Great summer food. We'll get to the next one. All right, next up, we got the Dirty Dog. And if you're just a chili dog person and you don't want all that vegetables on it and you don't like veggies, then this is your thing. This is chili with melted cheese on top. Look at all that melty cheese. It is glorious. Again, the small, regular size. We'll break out the big one next. The cheese is perfectly melted on there. Even though I drove a little ways to the Waianae Recreational Park, the cheese is still melty. It's got like a, like an American cheesy cheddar kind of taste. The hot dog itself has a nice, pleasant flavor. Tastes like all beef. Got a good snap. The cheese actually doesn't remind me of a regular chili dog with cheese. It reminds me like a mixture of chili with pizza, because it has that pizza kind of vibe. So it's really good and unique. I like it. What I like about it too is the chili they're using is not too heavy on cumin or spicy or anything. It's got a good beefy flavor with a tomatoiness, not too sweet, nice and savory, and it doesn't compete with the flavor of the hot dog. It all kind of melds well together with the cheese and everything. So very good dog. Although still, even though it's very good, my favorite so far is the one with the coleslaw, the junkyard. Now this one is what intrigues me and I came here for. It's the Mad Dog. This is the large side, which comes on a sesame seed roll, as you can see. And it's pretty bigger. And the hot dog's also bigger, so the size of the hot dog also gets bigger with a bigger size. This is intriguing to me. It's got Coke onions, which is onions sauteed with Coke, which is probably going to give it that sweet flavor, and some bustin sauce, which looks kind of like a, I don't know, like a cheesy sauce. I'm not sure if it's that or a mustardy sauce. So let's dig in. That's really good, and the hot dog inside is much thicker. It's big. That's what she said, but more meat. So you're getting what you pay for. It's got a nice sweetness, of course, from the Coke. The onions are cooked down, so it kind of just melts in your mouth, but the sauce just throws me off. Let me taste that again. Just the sauce. Coleman's mustard or like some kind of horseradish. Got a little zing to it, but it's sweet. Like a sweet Kewpie mayo with a zing in it. This one's kind of wet. So the bun's kind of falling apart, if you can see. So you surely got to eat it right away. But it's still hot. I like how he wraps it in foil, even when it has this container. So it keeps everything hot. But you can see this is that secret sauce. He says this is their most popular dog. And those are the Coke onions that are sauteed in Coca-Cola, I'm assuming. It does taste nice and sweet, very pleasant to the mouth, and the zing really comes through and just hits the spot, makes it different. It's not just plain sweetness, and then you got the savoriness of that hot dog. There it is, a much bigger dog. And then it actually comes out on the end, so the dog is bigger than the bun. All right, that's my 2 showcases for this week to kick off summer. I hope that you all have a wonderful summer and enjoy the beach, enjoy grilling out, enjoy your friends and family, etc. Definitely get yourself some hamburgers or hot dogs wherever they may be, if they're your favorites or whatnot. But please give these places a try if you've never gone. You know, Faith's is quite an old school institution. I'm sorry, I'm saying Faith's, but it's Tasty's place. Used to be Tasty Freeze. So if you're into burgers and you're into connoisseur things like Chubby's or Shay's Smash Burger or Joba, The Daily, etc., all those places that make fancy burgers, you're not going to be happy with it. If you like that old school kind of taste from the kind of cheeseburgers you get with Simon, that's going to be your place. It's an old school Hawaii style hamburger. So super yummy. I enjoyed it. So if you're from Hawaii, you'd probably like it. If you're a tourist visiting that west side, going to Yokohama Bay or whatever, give it a try and see and compare what it's like to regular burgers you're used to. And then as far as the hot dogs, super unique, good old dogs. Go get you some in HMR, which is Helemano Military Reservation outside of it. Just good old-fashioned people working really hard to make a living, making a great product. Those are some really good hot dogs. And I'm going to admit, hot dogs aren't my favorite thing. But honestly, I'm going to finish that. I think it's the junkyard one. I keep getting the things confused. But the one with the coleslaw, that's banging, man. I should have got that in a bigger dog. If you like sweet things, you'll definitely like the Mad Dog. That's the most popular. And if you're just a simple chili dog person, go get you some chili dogs with the cheese. You can't go wrong. I didn't try one of their other ones. They only had 4 options, I believe, and the other one was a mean dog. So if you like spicy, they put jalapenos and slaw, and maybe I might try that because it has the same coleslaw, and I like some jalapenos. If you like everything on it, you can get different toppings and add it on, and it's 50 cents each. And they also sell popcorn, bustin fries, which has the bustin sauce on it, or the bus sauce. They got chips and lemonade. So very nice menu. I'll put it up there so you can see. And again, that does it for today's video, or this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you go visit these places and give them your business and try it out. And have a great week and take care. Have a great summer, everybody. Kicking off the summer right. Press like if you liked this video and it was helpful. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again on another food adventure next week. Take care, peace out, and aloha.